Number 1 is a great candidate for plug and chug because we have an equal sign here. So we can just plug numbers in and see if this side equals this side. Now, 2 of these answer choices have fractions, so we'll come back to them only if we have to. We'd much rather work with whole numbers, especially since we don't have a calculator. So here, every time there's an x, it's just a 1 for answer choice B. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, minus 3, minus 2. And we're going to see if that equals 7 plus 1 plus 1. So here, 3 minus 3 cancel. And a minus 2 will cancel 2 of these plus 1s. So this side is 1. And so we have a 1 on this side and 9 on this side. So B is not my answer choice. Let's try D next so we don't have to deal with fractions if we don't have to. So 3 times 3 is 9. And now x is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, minus 3, minus 2. And we're going to see if that equals 7 plus 3 plus 3. So here, the 9 is going to be left alone, but a 3 minus a 3 is 0. And here we have a 3 plus 3 on this side and a 3 plus 3 on this side. So 6 and 6 are on both sides. So we're left with 9 minus 2, which is 7. So D is my answer choice. Number 7 is an excellent candidate for plug and chug because we have a list of values, either a single or a set of values that for x make this statement true. So we can just plug these values in for x and see if it is indeed equal. So we'll start with -1, and then if we need to, we'll move on to 5 and 0 for x. So for -1, the square root of -2 plus 6, and then plus 4. And we're going to see if that equals -1 plus 3, which is 2. So -2 plus 6 is 4. We're going to carry the rest of that down. So the square root of 4 is 2. 2 plus 4 does not equal 2. So A cannot be my answer. And we also know that -1 cannot be in my solution set for any of the others as well. So B must be my answer choice. Number 10 should be asking you to set up a system of equations and then solve. But this is an excellent candidate for plug and chug because we know the total number of people, the total number of tents, and then we can just plug in the number of 2-person tents for each answer choice. And then we use that to figure out how many 4-person tents, and then we add those up to see if we get 202. So what that looks like is we're going to take our answer choice times 2, and then we're going to take 60 minus our answer choice times 4, and then we'll add those up. So starting with A, 30 times 2 is 60, and then 60 minus 30 is 30. 30 times 4 is 120. So that equals 180, so A is not my answer. For B, 20 times 2 is 40. We'll have 40 tents left at 4 people each. That's 160. That's 200 people, so we're close, but not quite. So for C, we're going to have 1 fewer 2-person tent. That would be 38 people. And then we're going to have 41 4-person tent. So it's only going to be 4 more here, so that's 164. And those do add up to be 202, so our answer choice is C. Although number 16 is not a multiple choice question, this one we can actually plug and chug values. So if A is a solution to the equation, that means we can plug in A for x, and we know it has to be a positive number, and it has to make this a true statement. So we can just start counting up, and we can look at this, we can say, all right, well, what if x is 1? So 1 squared plus 1 minus 12 is 2 minus 12, which is not 0. So let's try 2. 2 squared plus 2 minus 12. That's 4 plus 2, which is 6, minus 12 is not 0. So we'll try 3. 3 squared plus 3 minus 12 is 9 plus 3 is 12, minus 12 is indeed 0, so A equals 3.